there are very important messages that have been delivered by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Ekpa. I have told you on this my platform several times that the greatest mission I have today is to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Ekpa a voice. And that should be the greatest mission that every one of us have today. If you are genuine and you sincerely want Biafra to be actualized, you must make sure that the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the voice of Mazi Ekpa is not silenced. There is a heavy attack on their voice today. There is a heavy attack. When Mazi Ekpa was around, it was not easy for them to get to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, the pressure that Mazi Ekpa wanted was so much that all eyes were moved from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody was paying attention to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing or where he is. Every attention was channeled on Mazi Ekpa. And he made sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was never, ever denigrated. Today, that responsibility lies on me. It lies on you as you are watching. I have said it several times and I repeat it again, that the only mission we have today is to pursue the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Ekpa. Give them a voice in our various platforms and make sure they are not forgotten. There is no other mission greater than that. Any other thing you are doing apart from this is a waste of time. It's just an entertainment. The greatest mission we have today is to make sure, pursue the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Ekpa. Give them a voice. You and I, we are the voice they have today. It is through you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can be heard. It is through me, he can be heard. When Mazi Ekpa was here, the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was never silenced. He always speaks through Mazi Ekpa. Every single day, he speaks through Mazi Ekpa. And that voice was never silenced. The enemies were so scared that they channeled it. At a point in time, all of them grouped themselves together and they focused on Mazi Ekpa. And Chukwu Okike Abiama sustained him throughout the whole journey. He fought through until the moment when they activated their international conspiracy and they took him away from our midst. But I bet you the battle is not over. The battle have just started now. So wherever you are, focus and make sure that you are giving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Ekpa a voice through your own voice. Let them use you to speak. Let them speak through you. Their release is the greatest project in Biafra resurrection today. The greatest and the ultimate project today that every Biafra must participate in is the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the release of Mazi Ekpa. This is the greatest project for every Biafra, genuine Biafra. That is the only project we have, only project that we have in the front. Every other thing you are doing is entertainment. Every other thing you are doing is just projecting yourself or trying to make people happy or trying people to see you as something different. No. The only project we have is the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Ekpa, because their release is going to bring our unity back. Their release is going to bring our unity back. Their release is going to give us the recognition we're looking for. Their release is going to confirm the full restoration of Biafra. You can continue to deceive yourself. You can continue to doubt me. You can continue to make yourself happy. You are entitled to your opinion. But I will tell you what's obtainable. And I don't focus on hearsay. I focus on the reality on the ground. Something that is possible and obtainable. That is what I'm telling you. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm not here to make you happy. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. But I'm here to tell you what is obtainable, the reality on the ground. The only genuine project before us is the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Ekpa for the unity of the Biafran people, for the full restoration of Biafra, and for the recognition of Biafra. Anything short of that, it's an entertainment. So, once again, I have to let you know that in this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come to this platform to preach hate. We do not come here to attack people or individuals. All we do is to preach the gospel of Biafra All we do is to present Biafra as the only remedy to the failed state in Nigeria. All we do is to encourage Biafrans and make sure that Biafrans are focused on the only single project we have, the restoration of Biafra. I pray that Njoku will help us get to that direction and do what is necessary. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching from, today, being weekend, I wish you all a very happy weekend, and we are discussing on a very important issue. Nigerian government-sponsored sabotage against Biafra and the danger of self-sabotage. This is the topic we are discussing today. This topic is huge, it's heavy, it is broad, but I want you to pay attention and listen with an open mind. Wherever the message touches you, change yourself. Wherever the message touches you, go back and think. Think within your own self. If there is something you are doing wrong, change. If you find out that you are doing nothing wrong, that you're on the right path, keep it up. You don't need to get angry. I don't see why I will get angry when somebody is speaking on something that doesn't really concern me or doesn't perturb me, that I'm not affected. Why should I be angry? So whenever you hear a message from this platform, if it affects you, if it makes you angry, it is because there is something wrong with you. Whenever you hear a message from this platform and you become uncomfortable, it is because there is something is definitely wrong with you. Try and change that thing. But if there is nothing wrong with you and you hear a message and you feel that the message is not for you, you walk. It's either if you can't listen to it, you just walk away and go somewhere else to listen. That is how it is. So, my fellow Biafrans, as many as are going to watch and people that are going to watch later, and those who are going to join us later, I urge you to pay attention. Like the program, share it if it resonates with you. Like it if it resonates with you. It is not by force. I am doing my own part. Do your own part. The topic we are discussing today says Nigerian government-sponsored sabotage against Biafra and the danger of self-sabotage. This is a very interesting topic, and we are going to try as much as possible to do justice to this topic. I welcome every one of you once again, and I appreciate you for hanging on. Stay with me for these few minutes, and I bet you your attention will be called to certain things that you're not paying attention to. This is another broadcast we are bringing up. A wake-up call for every one of us. There is danger. There is danger, and there is a responsibility that every one of us must carry. This is a wake-up call. A call to truth. A call to reflection. A call to urgent action. Because today, we are confronting a dangerous reality. In today's program, we are confronting a very dangerous reality. What if the greatest threat to Biafra is not just Nigeria, but ourselves? Have you ever sat down and asked yourself, what if the greatest threat to Biafra is not Nigeria, but ourselves? Do you sometimes sit and ask yourself these questions? Do you sometimes sit within yourself, forget about whatever any other person is saying, whatever is happening, and ask yourself this genuine question, and then answer it sincerely from your heart? What if the greatest threat to Biafra is not just Nigeria, but ourselves? Stay with me on this program. By the time we continue, you will understand better in this program. This morning, I will be speaking on the alleged sabotage against Biafra. The sabotage against Biafra by Nigerian government. we are going to dive into the great sabotage that some of us are not paying attention to, that some of us are ignoring, and some of us are not even aware of, against Biafra by Nigerian government. We will also speak about the ongoing situation surrounding our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will speak about the controversies surrounding our Prime Minister, Mazi Nnjoku, and the attacks from the enemies. And most importantly, the danger of self-sabotage within the Biafra agitation. The danger of self-sabotage within the Biafra agitation. These are the issues we are going to look at this very morning. And we will try as much as possible to do justice to it. All I urge you to do is to pay attention. Pay attention. Make contribution wherever you can. If you want to join on stage when the time is right, you can join and make a contribution. If you have a question to ask, feel free to ask your questions. But today, we are going to dive into very important issues. Because if we fail to address this, then no enemy, no matter how powerful, needs to defeat us. We will defeat ourselves. If we fail to address these issues that I just mentioned, more especially the self-sabotage, no matter how powerful, no enemy, no matter how powerful, need to defeat us, we will defeat ourselves by our own self. I want you to pay attention. Let us begin with what many already believe. Something that every one of us know already, and we believe, and so many people believe it, that there is systemic opposition against the Biafra movement. Everybody knows that there is systemic opposition from different angles, more especially sponsored by the government of Nigeria against the Biafra struggle. And today, they have entered into another level, which we are going to come into today. Nigerian government entered into a very dangerous level. This is why I was crying for the absence of Mazi Ekpa, with the presence of Donald Trump and the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern. I shed tears because I know what we are going to lose. A great opportunity, and Nigerians see it. They saw this. Nigerians saw it clearly. The British saw it, and they did what they did. Took away the people, the pillars that has to shake Nigeria to the floor. Systemic opposition against the Biafra movement. Many supporters argued that it's not just argued. We know, everybody knows, that voices calling for self-determination are often suppressed. Voices that are speaking up for self-determination are often oppressed. The narratives are always controlled by the government of Nigeria. Key figures are restricted or silenced. The way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today have been silenced and restricted. The case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has become central to this conversation. There is not case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have become central to the accreditation of Biafra. The detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has become central to the accreditation of Biafra. And if you continue to run away from this, sorry, you should be ashamed of yourself. It means you don't even know your left and right. You don't even know what you are fighting for. You don't even know the Biafra you are seeking for. The only ultimate project before us as Biafrans today is the pursuit of the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. because their case has become central to every conversation surrounding the liberation of Biafra. Take it to the bank. Nigerian governments have mastered their plan, and they have drawn a heavy plan that is going on as we speak. To many, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Ekpa represent resistance, represents identity, represents the voice of the people seeking recognition. That is how many people in the world see these people. And you can never take them out from the picture. There is no genuine Biafran who cares about the restoration of Biafra that will take these two people away from the picture. If you do, that is just a total signal to show people that you are sabotaging the freedom of Biafra. We don't need a native doctor. We don't need a prophet. We don't need a diviner. We don't need any imam to tell us. Once you are standing against these people and trying to cage them or remove them from the picture, you are sabotaging the freedom of the Biafran people. And so, naturally, emotions run high anytime you make such moves. Because Biafrans, we know what these people stand for. But there is the question we must ask ourselves. There is this very strong and important question we must ask ourselves. Even if there is external pressure, are we responding wisely? Even if there is external pressure, we that are in this struggle, are we responding wisely? Are we responding wisely? When you go to social media today, you see what is happening. You see the way brothers are tearing their brothers apart. You see the way some people have dedicated themselves to destroy the personality and image of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When you see those, how do you feel? Even though there are external pressures, are we responding wisely as those who want to be free? What we are seeing today is the rise of internal division more and more. What we are seeing every single day is more division. And today, Nigerian government have employed more instruments, which I am going to expose one of them today. Every one of you have been seeing that woman called Njoku, Lolo Njoku. She has been the most dangerous person you can think about today in this struggle. The most dangerous human being existing in this struggle today is that woman, Lolo Njoku. And I'm going to prove it for you today. The most dangerous woman you can think about. The most dangerous person that is against this struggle today is Lolo Njoku. And we must not keep silent. Every Biafran must rise up against this Jezebel and end her once and for all. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not here to speak. Mazi Ekpa is not here to speak. But you are here. I am here. They have to speak through us. We have to give them a platform to speak so the Biafrans can make up their voice. Now let's go deeper. Because every movement in history, every struggle for freedom has faced one critical danger: division from within. Division from within, that has been the danger. Every group, every freedom fighting group have faced. Today, within the Biafra agitation, we are seeing, in Biafra agitation today, we are seeing conflicting leadership narratives. Conflicting leadership narrative. We are seeing distrust among supporters. We are seeing online attack and counter attacks. That is what we see. Confusion about direction and strategy. These are all that we are seeing in the structure on the pursuit or agitation of Biafra today. I tell you that in my platform, I don't come here to tell you things to make you happy. The only thing I ask you is that when you come to this platform, listen to me with an open mind. Keep your hatred aside. You can hate me, but keep it aside. You can hate me, but listen with an open mind so that you can digest the information, go back and think within yourself and make up your mind what you want to believe or what you want to take. Today, within the Biafra agitation, we are seeing conflicting leadership narrative, distrust among supporters, online attacks and counter-attacks, confusion about direction and strategy. That is all we see. The discussions surrounding Samuel have further intensified. The attack of Mazi Nnamdi, the destruction of the image of Mazi Nnamdi, and denigrating of Mazi Nnamdi, relegating him to the background. It's unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. Relegating Mazi Nnamdi to trying to take away Mazi Nnamdi, the face of the struggle. You are trying to remove the face of the struggle. The face of it, that anybody on the planet Earth today that you talk about Biafra, the next thing they will mention is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And you want to take him away from the picture by destroying his image. And at the same time, you claim you are fighting for Biafra. The people that are sabotaging the Biafra struggle today are not hiding. Even though some of us are still pretending, you are waiting for me to call names and give you numbers. To identify the people who are sabotaging the struggle, it is as simple as ABC. The only thing you need to do is to use an open mind, listen carefully, follow instructions, and listen to what our leaders have said in the past. How are they handling the detention of our leaders? What effort are people making to make sure they are freed? These are the only thing that can be able to direct you to people who have been bought over. Today, they are not longer hiding. And you see, the most dangerous thing is that they will be the first one to accuse you of being bought over. They will be the first people to accuse you of sabotage. They will be the first people to be accusing you to be bought over. But they are the ones in the front line, making sure that nothing works. And they deceive you simply because you are not paying attention to instruction. We see leadership in our leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Nnamdi. That is all we see. And we continue to see. From all that is why every day I play their messages, I play their program. I play it for this. I can play it for 1 hour, more than 1 hour, before I come in to speak. To activate your mind. But beyond personalities, the real issue that we are seeing today is disunity. Disunity to the highest level. That is what we are seeing. The greatest pain I'm feeling now is the self-sabotage of the Biafran people. The self-sabotage. The same people that are asking for freedom are the ones sabotaging their own freedom. And they are not hiding. They open today. They have even opened more platforms. I see more people today getting into the media. People who has nothing to do with the media before. People who never know anything about Biafra. They are all opening platform. And what are they doing? Attacking the leadership of this struggle. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Nnamdi. That is the only mission they have. Attacking and destroying the image of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Nnamdi. The same people that they are trying to free. The same people they are in prison for. The same people they have given up their career for. Let me say this clearly. No struggle survives when it begins to fight itself. No struggle survives when its people begin to fight themselves. There is no struggle that will survive when the people who were supposed to be freed begin to fight themselves. Self-sabotage does not always look obvious. You know, sometimes when we are talking about this self-sabotage, some of you will not understand. You are looking for a day somebody will come and speak openly before you understand. Even though today, some people are not hiding it anymore. They don't even quote it. They are sabotaging the freedom of Biafra openly. And number one way to sabotage it is to attack the face of the struggle, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is the number one way to sabotage it. They were able to sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because they sabotaged Mazi Simon Ekpa, removed him from the picture, and they got the courage to sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today, Biafra was put on standstill and confusion after the sabotage of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Self-sabotage does not always look obvious. Sometimes, self-sabotage we are talking about, sometimes it comes as a misinformation. Self-sabotage sometimes comes as misinformation. When you misinform your people, you are sabotaging your people. When you misinform people, you are sabotaging. That is why I tell people, don't just listen to what somebody is saying. Apply your common sense. Apply your common sense. Focus on the reality on the ground. Focus on the reality. No matter what somebody tells you to make you happy, no matter what somebody makes you to make you clap, no matter what somebody tells you to make you feel relevant, focus on the reality on the ground. Misinformation sometimes is one of the ways we sabotage ourselves. Misinformation, self-sabotage. Sometimes it comes as misinformation. Sometimes it comes as emotional reaction without verification. Emotional reaction without verification. When you hear something, you begin to react. There are some people, they come to my platform, they go to comment section without, even when they have read the topic I'm discussing, without even listening, they begin to react. They begin to call you names. They begin to distract you. This is self-sabotage. Emotional reaction without verification. Simply because you like somebody. Simply because somebody told you something about somebody. Simply because somebody was paying your house rent, giving you a recharge card or whatever. You develop emotion towards that person. And when something happens, you will not verify. You react emotionally at every little thing. At the end of the day, it leads you to self-sabotage. Another one is blind loyalty without critical thinking. I am giving you instances of things that can make you to self-sabotage yourself without knowing. Blind loyalty without critical thinking. Every single one of us should be able to describe what we want to do. We should be able to define and defend what we are saying and speaking about. Very, very important. And this comes under self-sabotage. You can self-sabotage yourself through blind loyalty without critical thinking. Another one is public attack that weakens collective strength. You come publicly, you attack your brother, you attack your sister, you attack your fellow comrade. Publicly, you end up weakening collective strength. and you think you are doing that to that very person. No. When you come, your brother that is speaking and passing the real information about the restoration of Biafra, because of personal interest or whatever that I don't know, you come publicly and you attack that brother or that sister. At the end of the day, you weaken the collective strength. The collective strength we are supposed to have to push the agenda of the restoration of Biafra, you weaken it. Self-sabotage. This is the major problem we are facing that must be addressed. If you are in this platform, like and share this program. Share this program. Share it to your family and friends. Share it to any platform where you belong. Don't be part of those who are self-sabotaging the program. Remember, self-sabotage does not always look obvious. You know, when we talk about self-sabotage, you are thinking of when somebody will come and do something openly, or somebody will act and tell you that, no. I am giving you instances, things that can make you to self-sabotage yourself without knowing. Self-sabotage comes through misinformation, emotional reaction without verification, blind loyalty without critical thinking, public attack that weakens collective